Hello everyone, I'm finally able to do a stream and I'm doing Satisfactory this time. Sadly, I'm alone because my girlfriend had to go pick up some Christmas stuff with her grandma. So we have like 2 or 3 hours to just do some Satisfactory. I've been meaning to get back into this game for months now. So many things have apparently changed and I want to just start over. I did a while ago post on YouTube a video of me pulling the lever for the last time for the final milestone, and I want to just experience that moment all over from the start, and it is my unhealthy addiction that I'll get back to doing, which is this just building stuff. Now I haven't really changed anything about my game settings, so that's why it says experimental, but I do know that experimental and normal have been merged, so this might as well be normal version. It even says so over here. And I'm also using some mods, if it wasn't obvious by how it shows the mod loader. So for the mods I'm using nose plus intro screens just so I can get back into the game quickly, fluid sync, buildable resource nodes, infinite zoop, I really enjoy that one, faucet, item spawner, although I generally don't use this. I only have this for more or less the inaccessible things, because some crash sites will require fixed mass items or other items from special events. And then linear overclock, this is just so I can have fewer machines without worrying so much about power. Fluid to gas, this is just so I don't have to bother with pumps. Early map, just fly, so I can just fly around without needing the EGS, I think it's called. Anyways, and offline crabs, because I hate those. Real arachnophobia mode, as in no spiders. Instant craft bench just for the start, so we can get into the building faster. No research time, because I always hate waiting like 10 minutes after every milestone. And stackable machines, although I don't really use them, I like to have them as an option. So with that said, we can get started, but I'm going to send out the Discord notifications very quickly. And it is pretty much midnight here, so it's a midnight stream. Now, Discord notifications are out, making sure that the YouTube side works and that the Twitch side works. Alright, they should both be working, and we can just get started. Just one tiny little thing. I need to pull up the wiki for Satisfactory, because I forgot to do that ahead of stream. And let's go. Just in case I need to look up any alt recipes. Alright, we're good to go. I will maybe need to change the audio as we go through the game. Now, I do have a save file, but we are going for a new game. Now, I was looking at the map, and I've made a base in nearly every single place on the map at one point or another. I've done about 14 playthroughs of the game. Most of them got to about tier 7, and then I restarted just because I hit the point where I had so many machines my computer couldn't handle it. Now I have a brand new computer, well, not brand new by now, I've had it for like half a year, with a 9070 and 7900 Ryzen, so 12 cores, pretty good graphics card, so I can have main machines, and that's the only way I managed to get to the end of the last playthrough. So I want to go back to my roots which is the very, very first area. However, in that area, there's not really that many good nodes. So I'm going to beeline from the spawn point. I'll explain it as if someone, like, assuming people know the map roughly. So from the spawn point, I'll head all the way west, past the place where there's a Caterium pure node above a purple slug, and head up to where the beach is. There's a crash site there, and that's where a bunch of really, really good nodes are. So there should be 3 pure iron nodes, 1 pure Caterium node that I'll pass by. It should be close to an oil field, so that should be the sweet spot. The only problem is that quartz will be hard to get by. Alright, so we go. What do I nickname it? Let's name it New World. Not the crappy video game though. Skip intro. Yeah, let's skip the intro. Why not? Advanced game settings we are not enabling. Then mod save games. Okay. No, I don't care about that. Infinite zoop. No, we're good. Alright. So we start from here, which puts us pretty much at the bottom of the map, in the grassy fields, and again I head west. Then I will have to pass by quite a few enemies and a big hog to get there, but let's go. Moment of truth. Do I remember the map as well as I think I do? Alright. We start iron ore. We have some nodes over there. I need to equip this and this. Alright. I need to get some foliage.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
So, it won't always drop you in the exact same place. So I need to get my bearings. I know that rock. Okay, we should head west. The old starting location should be over there. There should be a lake, a very small lake over here. What's that thing flying? Is that the drop pod? Alright. And yeah, I need to get to the drop pod. I would imagine.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences.
Right, so we have the lake.
Store this potential resource for later use.
And now I just need to book it. I don't care about the enemies. I want to book it. I will grab the quartz from over here just so I can scan for it. Alright.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions.
Alright.
Store this potential resource for later use.
Real quick, I need to have some heals ready. like I said, I know where I am. So we can get some
Samples of new
quick
alien
resources
species
from
acquired.
here.
Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull
Oh,
and
this-
spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma.
That's the one I
Preserve
killed.
the remains for later study.
40. We can still dismantle most of the stuff to get a quick start. But yeah, I need more things. Alright, let's keep going. Lizard Doggo, I don't care about you right now. Blue Slug I will grab because I do need this. And then we keep heading west.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Alright. I need to get some health back because I might have to run through a group of enemies. Alright, I've done a base in the valley here before. That over there used to be the underneath that rock is where my very first base, when the game was like in the very, very early stages, was. There's also a cave in there. I'm going to avoid going into caves. Even if I get the mycelia, I don't really have anything to do with the mycelia. So I'll just grab one power slug. There's another one on a ledge over there. Alright. I want to grab some more quartz just for the early game. Now, up there on that thing, that high like stone pillar, let's call it, there is the usual sulfur node I would go for around this part of the map, but we're just going to ignore that. We have to go on quite a trek. Okay, we have the limestone. I'm only going to break the big limestones to get some concrete. The big ones will always count as a pure node. That way I can get more faster, considering I'm just getting it by hand. Alright. I need a multiple of 3. Then I want... Okay, these nodes should be impure if I remember correctly. Over here we have a blue slug. Or at least we should have. Okay.
Congratulations, you have found your first Fixmas gift package, which is, naturally, full of gifts, the basic part necessary for most Fixmas seasonal event activities. Don't forget to check the calendar or the MAM to see what you can do with these gifts.
Alright.
Or do forget, I don't care.
This is impure, yeah. We're going to ignore them. That's the entrance to the cave. I'm just going to grab the food and just going to avoid all the enemies and run past them. So normally you drop here Okay, if we run far enough, the enemies should just teleport back to where they were. These are also impure. Over there, right underneath the ledge past that tree, there should be some normal nodes, but I want to just go all out today and make my base in the optimal location, which means we have to run pretty much to where that thing is. Alright, let's go. Now, those nodes there, not there, here, are normal nodes, normal iron nodes. Yes, those there. But I want the pure nodes. That's like a bundle of pure nodes. It's the only place on the map I haven't made a proper base at during a playthrough. So we're going for that. And I want to get as much food as I can from here, because the other area we're going towards won't have as many nuts and berries. Alright, we're almost here. Now there's a crash site, I think up there. But no, it's up there. But we just keep moving. We might pass by some hogs. We're almost at the Caterium ore node. It's right over there. So I can head that way and turn, but that will be passing by a lot of enemies. Don't want to aggro those. Okay. I don't have the materials to build a bridge to get to where I want. So we'll have to do it the risky way. So we should be able to see it from here. Yeah. So the Caterium node should be over there. Once we pass it, we know we're in the right place. Alright. Grabbing some copper just to have it. Now for the hub, we already have the stuff, so we're good. Bacon agaric, I do need... Ooh, they've changed the appearance from the underside.
Potential edible collected.
Nice.
Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
Some more quartz. I won't be able to get quartz for a while, so I want to get enough to do the mum research to get the blade runners. Alright, we should be able to see it from here. Okay, the node is on that ledge here. There's a purple power slug at the bottom, and then there's a crash site over there. Where we're going is the bits behind that rock. Now I could just jump down here, but we are just going to go the normal way. Alright, we should be here. Gently jump down, avoid taking damage. Oh, we have some box right there. Now I am using the mod to make the
Samples of
little
unknown alien
annoying
species
things
acquired.
immediately
It is
despawn.
unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Preserve the remains for later study.
Now, I won't be able to use this for ages, but still want to have it. Alright, I'll get the little bit of limestone here. I probably will go pick up the present too. Okay, can I get from this side maybe? No. Oh well. I do have the flight mod, so might as well. It's just some limestone, might as well. I will avoid using the flight mode too much. I'll just have it to read some stuff. I'll go grab that present. There's a blue slug on a tree up there that I want to grab. But we are almost at the spot, so if I scan for copper ore, it should be over here. And it should be a pure node. Then if I scan for iron ore, we should have 3 right next to this, within like 500 meters. Yeah, so that's where our base is going to be. Let's go. As long as I don't run into any big enemy, we should be set. Okay. Is that a big one? I think it's a small one. Let's go. I can always just save. I might have saved like twice. Alright. We get our first Mercer sphere as well.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired.
This place also has a
some
SAM
as a
node
stable
near it.
chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Alright. Let's get going. So, scouting, there is one enemy. So we'll just YOLO it. We get the limestone and we are at the location. Now we just need to find a nice spot for the hub. And we found our Caterium ore. I already know where there's a pure
metal
node.
collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high
Getting this too.
conductivity and malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Alright, so another scan to find the nodes exactly. Yeah, they are up there. Okay, pure node. I'll quickly go grab that blue slug. Alright, so we have pure node. guys. This should be the copper. No, this is the second iron. Where's the copper? I just want to put my base between the two for now. I would scan for iron and scan for copper. Should be... yeah. So we have iron, and then copper should be... please don't tell me it's up there. Oh, it's down there. Easy enough. I need to heal up a bit. Then we take out the second one and I'll put the base right here. Alright. So base goes between the two nodes for starters, and I will move it right after. Alright. Clearing the foliage a bit. And time to plop down the hub. I'll put the hub, let's say here. Now, what do we need? Okay, so we get that. Just to turn on the mod. Instant crafting bench. We get that to turn on the mod. And now we can get started. So stackable machines, I don't care about that for now. We want to start with logistics. I have a bunch of the stuff already. Alright, and I need some more. I'll do the first couple of things by hand. Okay, I have 4 of these, so let's go use them. Wait, I went to the wrong place. It's done here. Alright, we'll just stock up. There's a stupid bot in like on the Twitch side of the chat, so excuse me for a moment, need to ban it because apparently Twitch is still terrible at actually banning bots. Alright, it's banned, let's go. Now, when the drills are done, we can see how much we'll have in wires, and I'll start plopping down some proper machinery. I want to prioritize splitters, conveyor belts, and anything that can help me get the automation started, so like power and that kind of thing. Alright. We have that. We have a nice little ledge to help us get up. Then next things first. Plopping 3 down. And let's refine. It will smelt, but same thing. I want to do the milestone for logistics to get the conveyor belts. What else do we need? I should make some screws because sadly I didn't find any screws in the crash site we went through. Anything else? Yeah, we'll see. I need 180 essentially, 179. Should have just enough since we'll make 2 at a time. Do I have any cables? I do, so I don't need to make cables for now. I can just focus on making some smelters to take care of the ore for me. Alright, we'll do the milestone. Base building.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fix-It encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in, visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out, feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
How much do the starting generators give? 20? 20, alright. I want to get the mom to try and get ourselves some very much needed research on Caterium to get the MK2 poles nice and early. Game crashed, lovely. Alright, so time to do this all over again. So, I don't know why, but even on the new PC, Satisfactory just keeps crashing quite often. I have to go into settings, change it to windowed, change it to a lower resolution, hit apply, move it to my second monitor, then set it to windowed full screen and full resolution every single time I want to boot in the game, because Steam somehow in 2025 doesn't have a command to just spawn start the game on the second monitor. Anyways, let's go. Let's see how much progress we lost. Pretty sure I lost a fair bit. Alright, we're just automating, I'm too lazy. So production, we need smelter. Into constructor. I want you to make wires. And I need you to make copper ore. And do I have biomass? Yes, I do. Just so I don't have to keep restocking them every 5 seconds. You are actually getting less energy by converting into biomass or solid biofuel, but in exchange you have to basically restock the generators less often. Alright. I'm also real quickly going to change the autosave interval. Where is it? Autosave. Where is it? Just in the gameplay. Oh, here. Autosave interval. No. 2 minutes. That's fine enough. Alright. Have your fuel. And start producing. Do we have storage containers? We do. So I'll plop one over here for now. Terribly there. Let's see the production. So this uses 15 per minute. Yeah, we really need. We need to up the production a bit. Then at the same time, I'm going to make a very, very basic production for steel. So this is 120 per minute, but we're not actually able to use it at that speed. So then I need constructor number. Oh wait, I need smelter first. So smelter number 1, and smelter number 2. Then this one goes in constructor number 1, and this goes in constructor number 2. Right. Then I need some plates, is enough. And I'll have one constructor making plates, one making ingots for now. Some very, very basic setup, nothing crazy. Alright, how many I have? Okay, I think I have plenty. So, this into this into this. Then they both will come into a neat little container over here. Again, something very basic that I'll just dismantle in no time. Plate full of inefficiency, but I don't really care about it right now. I just want to get things going. While waiting for the other stuff, might as well connect the power. So this draws 12. The drill should be 5. Okay, 17 and no. So these draw 4 each. If I could underclock, that would be very helpful, but I can't. So we have to do the next best thing. Alright. Was the pole? Everything should be running now. We have automated the iron stuff, like the basic iron stuff. Come on, seriously? One more? Alright.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics.
Let's get some concrete.
If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in, visualize.
Okay, we already had here say that, so skipping that. And I'm going to make some more biomass. For now, we're just waiting for the resources, so it's all good. Oh, almost forgot. Most important thing, the things here are running, but I haven't connected them. Okay, splitter. Yeah. I need plates. Many. Let's say about 20 will be enough. Alright, let's go. So 30 per minute. And this use 30 per minute, so we are even. Then this use 15 per minute, so I can actually fit in another one with a splitter. And I think my power grid can just barely handle it, so it's all good. Then we merge everything. Further away. Get that, and now we put storage container here. It's a bit far from my base, but we should be fine. Alright, so that's done. Automation has started for iron ore. Now we need copper. I need to also connect this here. Right there. Restocking and restocking. So we have 3 capacity here, 4 capacity there, so we can make one more smelter if need be. I can merge the 2 grids if I want to. For now, for every game, I'd rather keep them separate completely. Let's get started on some screws and then look into the next milestone to go for. So I want the mum. Okay, so we need screws, which I'll just make by hand. Or have 4 capacity. Since okay, so for constructor, make screws needs 10 per minute. Nah, I'll just make them by hand. Take some of these. The priority is to get to overclock. And now we have a blue slug up there and another one over there. Let me have a look around. So many presents in the water itself. Do I quickly grab them? One blue slug, another slug up there. I'll grab that one since it should be easier to reach. But also plopping 3 down. Once I get the ability to overclock, I can also underclock, and that is going to be very important because we can optimize the early game power grid. And now how can I get up top? To grab the slug. Basically I have to get up there. Let's go grab some gifts after I restock this. Alright, gift time.
Yes, yes, well done.
Okay, she sounds excited.
Do we need that?
Yes, we very much do. Is it summer sloop? I think it is. Let's go. Over here we have an oil field. Over there. No, it's Mercer okay. Let's grab this just for the research.
Unknown chemical element collected.
Okay.
seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate fix-it helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Excuse me everyone, my girlfriend is back. I'll have to mute for a bit. Alright, I'm back. She was calling, so I thought she would, she was coming back, but no, she just wanted to show me some pants she found that were on sale and really fit her well. Anyways, let's grab some presents. I'll just use flight mode. Just so we can get back to where we were. Okay, grabbing that, grabbing this, and then we head back.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application. Store it for later use.
All right. I think by now the machines should have done quite a bit. I also need to grab myself some power generators. So for power, have a better burner, and I could start using those, but I want to first get the ability to overclock and underclock. So I'm picking the stuff up from this container. I'll just do it on the spot because I'm lazy. Special instant crafting bench, and let's go. Screws. Then rod. And cables were good. way. Alright. I should have more than enough to do the milestone now. Pressed the wrong thing. Alright. So we have the mummy.
Milestone reached. Supply the
So,
molecular
let's make
analysis
it.
machine, referred to as the MAM,
Where
with
can I
local
put it?
resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential
Put it over
technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars:
Right.
construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources,
this.
technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated
I
in the
hate how
Pioneer
it closes
contract.
the mom. Back in the day, it wouldn't close the mom.
I will now assume you
automatically.
are an expert and judge your use of these technologies accordingly.
But after a point, I think
If you are
update
confident you already
5
understand the
or
new
6.
technologies you are about to use, by all means, learn the hard way. The message you just skipped is one of the winners of the monthly Pioneer's Choice Most Interesting
Okay.
Message award. What a shame.
This is the one I need. So we have the power shard recipe. We have the ability now.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase Not listening to instructions means you waive Fixit's responsibility for any accidents or misuse of these technologies. Sometimes toes need to be stepped on for the sake of progress. Fortunately for you, I have no toes. Very efficient. Also, rude. Rushed research and development is exactly why the Save the Day program exists.
Alright,
I see that
so
I'm
with
talking
the
too
15
slow for your
zoops,
taste.
we can zoop further.
I hope that was enlightening.
Yes, it very
I
much was
wonder, is
enlightening.
it that you're eager to please, impatient, or very efficient? I have my theory.
Alright, so we've done a bunch of upgrades. So now, we take 30, we plop out 20. For the drill, our conveyor belts can handle the full force. So if we set it to 60, that only takes 2.5 megawatts. And we literally are not losing any production for now. So then, the smelters here, they process 30, then we get, oh, I forgot to set this. And I thought we were producing a bit too few rods. Alright. So for this one, after this is done, okay, dismantle 2, make a box, and feed the machine through the box. And we're going to keep 1 stack for copper sheets later. No. What do we need? Reinforced iron plates. We have a few. Can I speed right to logistics? Okay, 2. Yeah, actually I can. I will have to wait a bit for this too. But other than that, I think we're good. Reinforced plate. That's actually almost done. Going to leave some stuff here. Oh, I didn't research the fauna. I hate this.
The
Sometimes
remains researched
it will do
belong to
that.
an organism
Sometimes
now
it
dubbed
won't.
the
Sometimes it
fluffy-tailed hog.
closes the
It
mouth.
has many characteristics that would likely your enthusiasm for saving the day has been noted. Your attitude has also been noted.
Okay, alien protein. I can make the stinger remains. I believe I only need one.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus
I
on
need a
stabbing
tiny
prey
bit
with the ends of their
more,
legs, which resemble
literally one
insectoid
more
stingers,
corpse for
they
the
have been
silica.
dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may
Number
reveal
slots will
options
be
for improving
nice.
Pioneer safety during exploration.
The Reaper gun is the one I want to get to.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research,
so we
the
make 5.
invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Alright, so we just need the rods. And then we can focus on the Reaper gun. I should be able to get the cables relatively easily. Still though, will take a little while. Alright. We're in a very, very good situation, and I know I'm jinxing myself saying that. Oh, here Lizard Togo. Ooh, he has... he has... basically a Rudolph costume. Now come here. That's what you get for running away. Now, let's see. We should be producing a fair amount of rods, so I can already get one of the things I need. So I can already get this. And then we need reinforced plates.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available.
And
when
the
completed,
screws.
you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Alright. Yeah, we're in a good spot. Caterimore, I can just throw yeah, I can just throw that out. Road quartz, we need one more, and then I can get blade runners, if I remember correctly. So quartz, blade runners. I need one more raw quartz in order to turn that into the 5 silica we need, and then we need modular frame, which I haven't unlocked yet, but I should be able to get it. Where is it? Yeah, here. Modular frame, pretty early game part. Yeah, I think this is good. Alright, let's go. Grab, grab, grab. And we are plopping down the drill. If I don't forget that I need plates. I keep putting them in because I'm in a rush to finish the milestone. Maybe I'll invest in the chainsaw. Remember a mod called Super Chainsaw that I don't think I have installed anymore. Either I didn't get supported anymore or something. I don't remember why. But anyways, clearing all the foliage around the base. every little tree. Sadly, I don't have nukes to make everything disappear, but it's alright. Alright. Now I have a feeling my power generators should be about to run out, so I need to restock them. I will also quickly convert all the stuff. I'll just use the instant one. What is it? We can also get some through here, but I find that wasteful when I can just get fix-it coupons. Right. Oh no, it's got a bit left. Alright. Then for Caterium, we need a quick wire here. This should be the pole. Okay. Connect the cables just to get the inventory expansion. We need 1,000. About 300 more. Production miner. Then we go smelter, and we need a splitter. Actually, put the splitters in the quick access. So splitter. Then we need smelters. Copper and copper. They do 30 each. So we underclock that. It's not like the conveyor belts we have can handle that. And just need to check something. Where is it? Okay, here. Right. Getting all the foliage. While I'm doing this, the machines are doing their thing. Anyways, so then I want a merger. For these two. merge them into a box. And I'll put the box all the way over here, so I can easily access it. Come on. 3? Like literally just 3 more plates. Put 123 instead. Alright. So we connect. Everything's set up. Here. And then we just need the power. Pull it. Okay, total that draws 13. That should be good. So 13, and we will be producing how much? Oh wait. I should just process it here and just dismantle the thing I have there. I was thinking bring the ingots here, then connect them to that smelter. But we have plenty from here, might as well make some. Yeah, screw it. I'm not going back. I'll just make it here. Reinforce plates. Might have. I might have held the button a bit too much. Okay. Now I need normal plates. For the conveyor belts. As soon as I get the milestone though, for now we're just waiting until I have enough stuff for the milestone while just getting some automation started. Okay. This will take okay, how do I do this? I'll need a lot more. So splitter. Okay. Back to the drawing board. How do I fit 4 constructors here? If it wasn't for the stupid trees, I wouldn't have an issue. Do we just put them... Okay, maybe this can work. Since this is a cell game, we don't really care that much if it takes a bit of space. So one splitter here. I'll just put over here. And one splitter here. that, we now take 30 from here and split it into machines, so wire. Okay, did paste correctly, and paste. Alright. So then we just need, okay, so 30, 30, so we need 2 mergers. Where can I put it? Here will work. So 5 and 9. Alright, let's go. This is almost set up. Problem is, it will require its own dedicated power source. So we'll be making our first proper biomass burner, and we'll stop using the static ones. Because the proper burner, you can just feed automatically through a box. Alright, let's see. So from here to here, and from here to here. That works. Then we just need the power. Okay, these two, and then we move everything to the box. Alright. Total, the entire system draws 29. Okay, so I got it exactly right for a biomass burner here. I just need some wires. Yeah, not wires, cables. And this goes here with a box to feed the generator. I can get it to turn blue. Alright, so this will power this bit. We only need 29, so in the interest of saving a tiny bit, we will lower this. Now, the thing with the biomass burners are, this burner does not actually adjust its burner rate. These two do. So if you don't have much stuff connected, these two will burn slower through their fuel. This one won't. So, well, not to the same degree. So everything's set. We just need to power it on and we are good. The only thing left is to connect the final output. But for now, we run it without the final output. Because I want the machines to back up to prevent a stop-go situation. I just need to make sure that they both connect. Yes. Everything connects, so now we just focus on the other stuff we need. This should be done by now. So dismantle this. Yeah, it's almost done. Might as well consider done, so we can just dismantle it. When this is done, we fully dismantle it, since we have automated the copper production for now. We have automated the iron to a degree. So for now, we'll just wait a bit and just chill while we get all the stuff we need for the milestones, which is not much. It's like 11, so more or less a minute. Now for the next thing to go for, we can wait. For now, first things first. Oh, wrong one. I think by now I have enough biomass to last me a very long time, and since we'll start exploring more soon, we'll be filled with this. For now I'm just making some capsules, and let's make some screws as well. I think the next milestone will require about 300 screws or 250. So I will use up one of the rod stacks, and then we'll go check on the plates. Plus I need a lot of screws in general for the new conveyor belts, which I have 7 reinforced iron plates, which should be literally just enough. For what I want to do. Alright.
Milestone
Do we
reached.
set up
Fix-It would
the
like to remind
concrete?
you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
I think this is what we go for next. So we're just waiting on the plates. Any stuff I have I want to pre-fill. This I'll just skip entirely. This could be useful. Alright. Base building, I think, is a nice thing to go for. Alright, let's see. Once the machines back up, here basically it will start and stop constantly if it doesn't back up. So I want the machines to back up, and then I'll start with connecting them to the outbox. But I want to check how many reinforced plates we need. So we have a conveyor belt MK2. We need literally one more. Okay, let's go make it just to have it. So it's all ready, because as soon as I connect that, that part of the factory is literally done. At least for the early game. So when the machines all back up, we can just focus on other things. To check some more. How much do we burn? About 10 per minute. Here we are barrel burn kind of thing. Ooh, present. I should check what I can get from the mom with the presents.
A baby could have found this.
Well, I'm not a baby, am I? I'm a man-child. Anyways. Now, what do we work towards next? There are some nice stuff we can get around here. I see another present dissenting. Although, yeah, I had a feeling. Although it's just going to clip on the rock. I want to grab that delicious looking yellow slug up there. Honestly, I can just stack these on top of each other and get up there very easily. So I might as well do that. It's not like we lose any resources for doing that. Just dismantle the stuff after we're done. Okay, I think this is high enough. Yep. And there's a blue slug too we can grab. If we jump across. A bit lower, but not so low that I'm completely off. I'll take that. Grab this. Honestly, since we have automated some stuff, I can literally just go on a little exploration for now. So what is the intended way of getting up here? Is it from this bit? Oh, it doesn't matter. Grab the stuff, then we go dismantle that entire thing. And we once again check how far away from the milestone we are. We are halfway there. So we make 15 per minute. That would be 10 minutes. Right. Should make this though, just to have it. So I can make some more portable miners. I'll also need a second Xeno Zapper so I can upgrade it later to the better option. Object Scanner. We can get that. But I don't want to use up my reinforced iron plates yet. Okay. This has almost backed up. I'll just help it a bit. Actually, no. Help it like this. I want the machines to not stop and go. I want them to be like continuously working. So some here, some here. This will do for now. Now, let's go grab a crash site. There's also the present. I have 400 now.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, I know it's ridiculous.
Ho ho, oh whatever.
Is that quartz? If it is, we can get blade runners. The closest quartz node is like, I think 2000 away. Like it's ultra far away.
Just get back to work.
Okay, I'm just using flight mode because the power grid
I'm sure
went
this is
down.
useful to someone, somewhere.
And I want to check which power grid. I'm pretty sure it's the one for the copper. Because that's the one that really burns through the fuel. Yeah, it's this one. Alright. So we have the silica. I think I need a bit more, like just a tiny bit. But anyways. We get 2 power shards, so I can double the production of a single machine. And then I need some more screws. And let's see. Alright. Fixmas holiday event. I guess I can't do anything with them right now. How many do I have? Can't tell. And I'm going to lock down about 4 of those. Okay, these are going to back up very soon. Okay, so 30 plus 30. Right, let's go. I need, well, didn't need to, I was going to check out the crash site, so let's head to it. I need to equip some heals, just do not have any accidents. See a nice blue slug up there, but I don't really have the means to reach it unless I use flight mode. And like I said earlier, I'd rather not use flight mode too much, because let's be honest, it just scares me. I always think the game is just going to crash again every single time I try to zoop. Alright. Is this copper? Oh, coal. Oh, it's just that. Okay. It's nice to have some coal ready for when we get to that point. Let's get the present. I actually made the jump, but I thought I didn't. So then I fell off. Okay, we made it. And there's a crash site over there. I want to try and get the cast screw recipe. Because that will make early game a lot easier if I don't have to turn the iron into ingots. No, into rods before turning it into ingots. I'm so used to Blade Runners that I just suck at trying to reach things without them. Oh well, I'll just ignore that. Let's get the stuff here. Some Caterium, the oil fields, we're not going there yet. There are a bunch of things we can get from there, but I'd rather get the Reaper gun first before trying to fight any proper big enemies. Okay, auto save. Right. Now, time to YOLO it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Now, get that. I'm emergency heal activated there for a bit. As soon as the emergency heal finishes, we're going to what's it called? We're going to manually heal. Pearl nut. So I want to get rid of the single piece of wood we have for now, and then I can pick that up. Heavy modular frame, that would be nice. I need to make some more room. Alright. How can I make a little bit more room? So I can toss out the single raw quartz. Can I make a mum real quick? Yes. So in the mum, there should be something I can research to get rid of this stuff. Oh, I can research this, so I can make yellow power shards.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power
I
shards.
need normal frame. Don't have enough sulfur yet. Alright. Then instant crafting bench. So that's +1 item. Then I can make the stuff into protein. To pick up the hard drive, dismantle this. Then we make the mum again and we scan our very first hard drive. Please be the screw one. Cast screw. There we go.
Hard drive analysis
Really
completed.
good recipe for early
Alternative
game,
recipe
because
selection
you don't actually
available
make
in the
less
MAM.
of it. So normally you'd make one ingot into one rod into 4 screws. This turns 5 into 20 and you skip the rod. So you make the same amount of screws with one less machine and you make more per minute. So it's just an amazing, like genuinely amazing early game recipe. Now there's 2 speeders over there. I don't want to deal with either of them, so we're just going back. Our machines should have built up a bunch of resources for us to make good use of. Can I somehow reach that? No. I can do the trick with the boxes I did earlier, but nah, not worth it for just one enemy. let's get going. Back to base. I kind of took a bit of a roundabout path back to base, but just want to see what else is out here. I'm pretty sure there's a crash site over there. Anyways, we're back in base. Just check on the machines, pick all the stuff up, finish the milestone. And then see how close we are to the other milestones, pretty much. I want to get modular frames to get the rebar gun though, so that is kind of a priority. And I might as well leave the Fixmas stuff here, so I'm not full inventory all the time. Lots and lots of nice rods to make screws with, or rebar ammo, for that matter. The machines have stalled back in the front here. What about back here? They're about to stall. That's good. Last I need the drill to stall, and then we can pretty much finish this part. Again, I just need to connect this to this. Just one little conveyor belt. Just do this, but with the Mark II. Anyways, it has to be one of the front ones. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to run out sooner or later. Sorry for fumbling my words. Just to make life easy. I like mods. They take the most menial parts out of games so you can just enjoy them. Anyways, I think we'll be good on screws for the next tiny bit. Although I will have to automate things soon enough. Alright. So for this one, we need... We have a bunch of screws. Let's make a bunch of reinforced plates. And what else do we need? We need more normal plates, which I can just make a few by hand. A loose slug over there. I don't have any more slugs than into power cells, sadly. I'll just throw away the bauxite. Not like I can make use of it. The coal I can actually make use of right now because I need 50 coal for the mom. Grab some. Convert this. That way we'll have a bunch of plates. Reinforced plates too. Ah, I hit the wrong. I hit the wrong freaking button. Oh. I didn't mean to hit the delete button. Done. Take all. Did I dismantle? Yes, I did. So in here we go, and we finish the milestone. Then.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive.
There should be a limestone over there.
Humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
So, here there's a purple slug. Here there's the Caterium ore. Here there is a crash site. Then we have 1, 2. Let's check them out. Eventually I'll be using both, but for now just on to whichever is closest, which would be this. Let's plop a drill. Shouldn't have put the stuff in. Okay, we need 30. 30? No. I will also need enough for power poles, for conveyor belt stands, because I'll have to pull the conveyor belt back to base. I think about 75 will be enough. Concrete. And now we can make small production for concrete. So pure node, therefore we need mk2, and I need to clear up the area. There's plenty of room to put machines, even if I don't clear, but rather clear the area to lower the performance cost of all the foliage. Alright, I think this is good enough. So 120, and let's see how much a constructor will make. So 45 per minute. 120 divided by 45. That's, how about we go 45 times 3, no, times 2. Minus 120. Alright, so we go for 2.5. So we need a splitter that will connect 3 machines. Okay, I need to clear a little bit more room. Alright, that's good. So we need 3 constructors, side to side, ideally. A conveyor, a splitter. And in the machines. So this goes concrete, this goes concrete, so that is 90, and then concrete, but we underclock to only 10, and that will take 30. So 45, 90, 120. Only problem is I had to put this a bit far away, so that wasted 14 whole plates. Oh well, worth the cost. Then we need merger. So that merges everything, and that will go into a box at base. So I don't have to come walking all the way here every time. And if I remember correctly, this totals to 45 per minute. 15, 30, 40 per minute. Okay. So we can just pull a conveyor belt MK1 back to base. we just need to pull the power. And that's pretty much it for this part. Okay, how far can I pull the power from this one? Okay, that will do. In total, we are using 17. And we can merge it in with the facility I'll have here. But I just want to get started on the concrete. Now, I did consider using a mod that essentially lets you build foundations for free. But I can't remember if I actually installed that mod or not. I don't think I did. I considered it. But we'll see. Okay, that's the power. Then we need a storage container for the concrete. Let's pull it all the way next to this one. Wait, I shouldn't pull it yet. First things first, we need to get power and get the machine to back up for the same reason I mentioned earlier. So we have one grid, two grids. Time to merge. So we have 40. We have literally just enough. Like quite literally. We are half a megawatt away from capping out. 39.5. Yeah, let's quickly go make some biomass. Next thing I should try to go for is solid biofuel, so that I can just be comfortable until we get to the coal power. Stop it up. So these two are burning about 7 per minute. So a full stack will last quite a while. This one, on the other hand, burns almost 10, so it will last a bit less. Then for the chainsaw, yeah, since this is very close to where we are, I think I might as well go for the chainsaw first, with the first bit of concrete we make. So now we just wait for the concrete to back up. Once I get coal power, I will just start using the other node I have. There's two pure nodes for limestone in the area, as we saw earlier. I'm only using one. And out of the 3 iron nodes, I'm also only using one. This is a really nice place for a factory, honestly. Let's get the stuff here. So 666. Yeah, decent number. Now let's craft. No, don't have room. I'll throw out the leaves, then throw out the wood. We have stuff for the rotors. Honestly, I do need to start making some. So I'm making some by hand. Some of these by hand. Then some more screws. I made a bunch of screws earlier and I'm already pretty much out. That's just how easily you burn through them. We can connect this. Should have enough collected by now. And when we have 100 concrete, we will unlock the thing we need. For now, a rebar gun. Let's go craft it.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of fix-it property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
We'll make one stack of ammo for now. Then we'll make some screws to make the gun. And then I'll have to wait a tiny bit until we have the resources to improve further. Rebar gun and one extra ammo. Because when you do that, that extra ammo actually just disappears from the inventory. Let's see. How much concrete do we have? Almost 100. Basically, as soon as the concrete arrives, we can do the milestone. Then as soon as the next stack of 100, which should already be ready, comes, we will do the next milestone, which is the chain. No, this is the chainsaw. The next one is the base building. Oh, 200.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
And then solid biofuel. Okay, that's going to be a slow one, so I'll just speed it up. Alright, time to switch to solid biofuel everywhere. Some room. let's put 2.5 stacks. No more than enough. Solid biofuel burns so freaking slow that we'll be fine for a long time with it. And we have the chainsaw now, so we can easily just go make more. So I need to go in the box here, leave behind a bunch of my stuff. What can we not use yet? Motors, circuit boards, coal, sulfur, heavy, copper sets, deuterium, rubber, the xeno zapper. I'll actually leave behind the other xeno zapper too. Alright. Yeah, might as well leave behind these three. Alright, time to go clear the place. I don't like how they made it have that effect of the trees falling and causing the screen straight. It doesn't really add immersion to it, it just makes it kind of stupid. At least make it like Valheim if you're going to do that, where the tree can actually fall on you and damage you. Like, give us proper tree physics. We are going to pretend that there are proper tree physics. So we want to make a just big clean area with nothing in it to put the starting factory in. Next node I will use is this one, so I need to clear the area around it. This is also good for stocking up on fuel for the generators for the next like 2 or 3 years. Until we get to coal and we can just fully automate power. Also remember, at one point in the game, and the game is developing, they had made it so the chainsaw didn't let you pick stuff up. If you had the chainsaw out, you could only chainsaw. So if it hadn't destroyed the tiny little plant, you'd then have to just manually go and pick it up, but you couldn't. You literally had to put the chainsaw away every single time. To pick up a tiny little flower, which yes, but back in the day you could just pick up the flowers and use them for coloring things. But they removed that feature and just made coloring standard. Like you don't even have to unlock it, if I remember correctly. Right. Inventory is filling up nicely. And since we've automated the base, by the time I'm done doing this, I'll have a bunch of resources. I want to go clear out the area where the concrete is coming from. Because there were a lot of trees in the way, so later on when I need to expand it, I wanted to not have any obstacles. Alright. Who wants nature anyways? We're here to destroy the planet. So I need to hold back. Then we just have the limestone bit and we are done for now with the chainsaw. Since we still need to go convert it into proper fuel. So this is so I can see the enemies better if there's any near my base. Let's do that. Taking some stuff by hand to save a little bit of fuel. Okay, I'm almost full. Very close to full inventory. I just saw with my little eye a blue slug, so I'm going to grab it. I thought one, I think I saw one over here. Pretty sure. Wait. Is. Oh. Yeah, never mind. I'm not grabbing it. Too lazy to climb up there. 5 also trees to go, and then we have cleared the entire place. This bundle is the last one. Clear these, and we are pretty much good. Couldn't resist killing. Now, without all the trees around, we have so much more breathing room. Might as well destroy this. Alright. But yeah, no trees where I plan to put a factory. We've cleared this node here. We've cleared the node over there. The limestone over there. Oh, I missed a tree or two here. I can always get them later. Nice huge clean area, especially around the node that I'll be using soon. And now to just convert all that. We have to do it little by little. That's all good. Going to drop off a bunch of solid biofuel in there, and but make more. Wood is so freaking efficient for making biofuel. Convert it. Then we make more, convert it, make more, convert it. Alright. So we still have some wooden leaves left. But I'd say we made quite a bit. We'll just leave that there. And with so much solid biofuel, we can easily just semi-automate the base, as in the power generation too. There's the last few trees, especially in this part. Because the trees here really pissed me off earlier, getting in the way of my machines. I'm just getting rid of them for later, when I'll need to come and remake this part of the factory. For now it's perfectly good, but it could be better. That's the thing with Satisfactory. No matter how good your factory is, it can always get better. Unless you are one of those people that use the external tools to do the calculations for you. Then fine, I guess. But the whole fun is figuring things out yourself and trying to get things to just work the way you picture it. I can understand using them for like really complex things where you have to be efficient as much as possible, like nuclear power, but outside of that, I just don't think those things make the game more fun. If anything, they take away from it. Anyways. More plants to take care of. Go back to the milestones. By now my boxes, the resources should be nearly full. Have I forgotten any plants? Yes. I was missing something. Sadly, I can get up there to check what we might be able to find, but it's alright. I think this is the last one. Have some over here too, but this part is cleared. I really enjoy cutting things down with the chainsaw. Alright. Yeah, I think we're good. Just those trees inside the factory. And then we're good. I can't remember how quickly trees and plants respawn, but they do respawn over time. So hopefully they don't respawn so quickly that this clearing has been for nothing. Last trick. Unless I've missed one, which I don't think I have. Just some leaves. Not wasting the biofuel on these. Yep. And that should be it. Alright. Pretty sure this is all. There might be a tiny bush that hides inside the machine. But other than that, we are set. So I'm going to do the milestone very quickly.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Alright. Awesome sync. Let's get this very quickly. I forgot to connect this. Okay. MK2. Had forgotten all about that. So I was burning the fuel for nothing. Oh well. Now. Instant. Now we'll convert everything. Throw the excess away. Not biomass. Leaves. There's so much backed up in the machines that I'll just get it done if I just wait a tiny bit. Yeah, well, I know I've been playing for 2 hours. And anyways, stator I also can't really use right now, so leaving that behind. Now let's see. In the megaphone, I kind of want to get this. And what else can we get? The inventory is the most important one. The healer can be nice, but kind of a waste of resources at this part of the game at least. Blade runners. Yeah, I do very much want that. Inventory slots.
Blade runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Right, blade runners. I need 3 more modular frames. Very, very easy. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Blade runners. And now we can jump and run, and a running jump, or just slide. Back in the day, the slide didn't actually slow down over time, so you'd keep sliding and you could slide uphill, which was kind of silly, but yes. There might be an enemy here, but I'm still going. Grabbing this. I think we can check out the crash site and the node. I do want this. I'll grab the sluggy, then I will check the crash site, and the node is... no. The node is there. The crash site is there. And we can get some quartz. Yeah, I'm going for the crash site. There should be quite a few enemies up there, if I remember. Depending on the version of the game, the amount of enemies up here has been different, and with a big difference, not just slightly different. How can I make it up? Okay, from here down there's a purple power slug. Almost fell off. Okay, didn't mean to trigger the flight mode. Fine. Flight mode through mode activates by double tapping space, so it's very easy to just accidentally use the flight mode. That, take this.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives
do
for
we have
analysis in
here?
the MAM, which may result in benefits to the
I do
Fix-It
want
mission.
this.
Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Okay, so what else can we merge to get rid of? I can make some screws, honestly. Then get some reinforced plates, then make some frames. Let's make a single rotor. And over there is the node. Now I'm going to use flight mode just to reach this real quick. Because I don't feel like doing it like the slow way. Also, I forgot to grab this earlier. Might as well grab this. I'll just grab a few quick things, just to go back to build and working on the base. So go to this crash site. Blue slug. Sorry. Then what else do we have? There should be a slug here on the cliff. Where is it? On the cliff here, there should be a slug. No, it's that cliff. We passed through this place earlier, like at the very start. And I was explaining why I wasn't going to build here. I'll grab the Mercer Sphere real quick. I'm just grabbing a few things. It's not like I have much reason to come to this part of the map, ever. So I'll grab some sluggies and whatnot, and then we'll go back. We'll use all the resources we have built up. Over here we have 2 copper nodes. They're not that good. There is a pure coal node here, but requires blowing up because it's covered up. It's the one over there. No, this is the Caterium. There is a coal node as well. There's a crash site that we'll check out in a moment. But here, Caterium pure requires to blow it up. Pick up a cable. I'm going to make the instant craft. And research one. Bolted frame is actually a pretty good alternative because you skip having so you, if I remember correctly, it's more efficient on the reinforced plate, so you end up using fewer screws. No. Oh no, it is. It's just faster. Okay. But I'm going to rescan because this is what I was thinking of getting. So copper sheet is extremely dirt cheap to make. Sure, you need screws, but you need the screws anyways, and you are basically making 2.5 times almost the amount for cheaper resources. Bolted plate or stitched plate? This is hard, because if we can get the alt recipe for wire using Caterium, stitched plate is by far the best way to make these. Even if you make fewer per second. On the other hand, if we get the steel screw recipe, this becomes an amazingly dirt cheap way to mass produce a ton of reinforced plates. Just rescan. Fused wire, it's not the one I was hoping for. But as long as we do not select the recipe, that means that those 2 recipes that I don't really care about will never show up again. when we scan hard drives. So there's a big benefit to just not accepting either of those. Okay, I think we're good. Also, at the very start, we passed by a crash site that is near a little lake, and I might actually have the stuff to open it. But real quick, just to make a tiny bit of room. So, power slugs? No, just barely. I do have enough for this, but I don't really free up that much room. It will free up one slot. Not good. So what can I throw away? Yeah, the biomass is great. I'm going to check the crash site. It's the one over here. Wait, not over here. Okay, let me get my bearings. So it's the one over there. I started the game literally here. This was my spawn point, if I remember correctly. Okay, this is very easy to do. Now that we have the necessary stuff. I couldn't open it when I passed by it at the very start of the game, but now I can. Hard drive. Bolted frame. Fused quick wire. This is the one I was looking for. Okay, perfect. We got two amazing recipes. Alright, I need to throw out one more item. What do I really don't care about? I'll just throw the 5 bar away. Why not? No. Grabbing this. Then we're heading west back home. Then grab this, highlight it.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters.
And we've
Time
started
spent
to do
daydreaming
alien
will be
stuff.
deducted from your sustenance budget.
Now over there is where my coal power will be soon. We just need to set up the thing for the space elevator, and as a matter of fact, the space elevator itself. Now, I'll just come back and do that crash site later. For now, I just want to go back home to our beautiful, beautiful base. Alright. So, we for the recipes, we have these two here that I really don't care about. I don't plan to waste any quartz just to make concrete, because if I just want more concrete, I can just combine it. I can get the water recipe for concrete, wet concrete, because we're literally next to the ocean, and that's why I really like this base location. I thought of most situations for most of the game, and there's something nearby for everything. There's nearby oil, coal, even some, like it has everything nearby except quartz. That's the only thing, but it's not that far out. It's like 2000 distance, which, considering everything, it's not that much, and it even has a uranium node relatively nearby. And it's not like you want the uranium right in your base, so it's all good. Alright, so we need some cables to get to that. What do you need for the sluggy again? Copper seeds. Easy enough. And do a tiny bit of room. I need 55 with rate of conversion. I think with 100 copper ore I can make enough. We'll see. I can always just go get some more. Okay, I'll go 115. 14. Since it's multiple of 3s. Alright. Let's see. Is that enough? Should be. Okay, this sounds a little slow. Alright. So can do this. This is to craft power
Research
shards,
completed.
but we need time
Purple power
crystals,
slugs
and
seem
we
to be
don't
near
get that
the end of
until
their life
endgame.
cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
Quartz, what do we have?
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
Do I go for turbo fuel later on? I pretty much never go for turbo fuel. I just don't like the recipe. We'll see. So we need wire, we need pipes, which we cannot get yet. For this. Yeah, we just need the cables. Yeah, we you, look at that. We have a bunch of wire just sitting in there. I'll use up about half the wire on the cables. Get the inventory expansion. Hand slot, sadly, I can't
Pocket
get
dimension
yet.
significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
Alright.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging Fix-It property.
Okay, I'm going to restock the generators. They've been running for almost an hour without a restock. And then we need one stack of wires. Alright. I think it's time to just build the space elevator.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fix-It to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency.
Okay, space
Directing
elevator.
parts of varying quantity
I
and
actually should
complexity
have
into the
everything.
awesome resource sink will grant
I
Fix-It
just need a
coupons.
tiny
These
bit
coupons
more
can be redeemed in the
wires.
Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Alright. Should be only the wire I'm missing. Yes. But if I build the space elevator, I want to build it in the perfect spot because moving it is wonky. I want to put it somewhere high up. How much concrete do I have left? Oh, quite a lot. Alright. Then, I think it's about time we start considering the true final form of the base, which it will be just a sky base, like sky platforms. Right, I'm going to get to the high point just to get a good view. Up there, I think we'll do nicely. I have to move the hub in a bit. For now, I'll just use the flight mode to get up here. Chop this down to get a clean view. I want an elevated base. We'll move towards this way when we need water, and I have the mod that turns liquids into gas, so I don't care about head lift. Alright. So the plants. think this height is also good. So let's go. Foundation time. We go for narrow foundations. Then we need to snap to world grid. So the game has an invisible world grid and everything can be snapped to it. Alright. And I have the zoop times 15. I want to approach too much towards here in case some enemy is on those, starts being annoying. I think this will be big enough. Then we just build outwards if we need more space. So now I just need to build a way to get up here. So I need to close this thingy here or buy a ladder. For a ladder, alright, so special, awesome shop, I need screws and I need concrete. Okay, both easily acquired. I did burn through all my concrete though, so I'll have to get more concrete for the space elevator. Yeah, so instant bends, screws, make about 1,000. Actually more. Alright. This up. Now for space elevator we are missing concrete and a tiny bit of plates which we will get very easily before the concrete is ready. So again I need 17 plates, so literally 1 minute, and then we're making 40 concrete a minute, so it will take about 5 minutes, no, 7. Anyways, awesome sink and awesome shop. What I want to see is if I can get a ladder that's bigger than the default one. Or a nice stair set. Just to make things look just a lot more neat. Here, for example, we have the ladder, but I hate how wonky it is. Like, it's so easy for the player to just not grab on the ladder. Okay, so for starters, let's grab some points. I need this. And I will just convert the alien DNA capsules into coupons. That should give me, I think, about 6 coupons, considering how many I have now. Some stuff here, so this DNA capsule, then I need one generator, I need one box. I wish you could just hand feed the sink, but oh, and then we'll just sink the LNDNA capsule. It should just barely last with the fuel I put in. Alright. Dismantle. Now we have 8 coupons. Let's see what we can get. I want to get the stairs. Oh, it also has the recommendations. Okay, so stairs. We'll probably go for these. Then yeah, let's get this, because there's a better looking one. No, asphalt will do. And then we have 3 more coupons. What can I get? This will be very much needed, so we'll buy that. What does it take to make? It's a bit expensive, but it's fine. A conveyor wall, ceiling. I do want the ceiling one. Now let's go for the wall too. Alright.
All fixed-vetted materials are tested for toxins, hallucinogens, and other biologically adverse effects. Pioneers are advised not to immerse themselves in these materials, and not to lick, eat, breathe in, or otherwise consume them.
A bit plain, but I like it. Plus doing this returns us the plates that we've used, and I care more about the plates than the concrete. Concrete is easy to get. Alright. So we finish this up, and then I'll have to put the space elevator somewhere.
Not worth the effort.
There it is. Another one spawned right here. Right here. Let's grab this. How much concrete do we have by now? Not that much. How much does space elevator take? Takes 500. I want to end the stream by building the space elevator. But if I build the space elevator, I do not want to move it ever. Because then it actually does not properly align sometimes. They did change it to to fix that issue, but it doesn't always work. So sometimes it will not align properly afterwards. Anyways. So what other stuff can we work towards? Now I'm just going to leave behind a bunch of the gifts I've grabbed. Oh, yeah, since we don't have much to do, might as well. We're waiting on the space elevator anyways. Might as well put the smart platings in. Since we already have the stuff, we just need 50 and 50. So I'll just put this in. 50 and then 50. Then I would just need to give it some power, just some juice, and I might as well overclock. And just one stack of solid biofuel will do. So this will make 4 per minute. Should make 50. We'll need 12 and a half minutes. Okay. So we'll even be able to just immediately do the first delivery for space elevator as soon as we craft it. And then I'll just end the stream there. I don't know if I'll play any off stream. I might just leave the save file for just on stream, but we'll see. Okay, again. How far away? We're almost there, but I'll have to spend a bunch of concrete on making a path up. And on customizing. Now again, it looks plain, but I actually like it because you can also apply the dark color later and it just looks really sleek. It looks more like a steel foundation, as in made of steel or tar, over just a normal foundation. And I just find that really cool. Alright, so we've done the entire thing. How much concrete do I have left? 39. Space elevator is a chunker, like it's big. I think I'll put the space elevator over here. Yeah, like that, kinda. So I want to have stairs leading up to the space elevator. I'll actually make this downwards stairs. Like this. Then I want one little foundation. Second little foundation. Yeah, something like this, and comes to here, and that's going to be the entrance to the base. I just think that that's cool. But do I put no, let's not put a double. Let's put this here. Then going up. And just like that. Then we put the stairs here. And this is just great. Not in an ironic. This is just great way. I just really like it. So I'll move my base to have a view of the ocean off in the back. Then I get out of the base and I can go up in my factory. The factory will be here. Over here will be the space elevator. Alright, so the space elevator I think requires a 4x4 to actually let you build it. So if we center it like this, so 5x5, okay. Five by 5. Let's go. Yes. This should fit just perfect. Surface is too uneven. Okay, so I need to add one more in the back. That's about it. if we lock the hologram, we can actually see. Okay, so it needs one more around, maybe. Alright. We can do that. Let's click. Is mirror. Are these two machines stalling? They are not exactly stalling, but they are not doing it perfectly either, so let's help them time bit. So limestone split in half, then half goes here, half goes here. I hope I can get some good stuff from the Fixmas thingy when I unlock the option to use the gifts. We still have it grayed out here, which means I will probably have to rank up. Forgot to
Welcome
check
to
the calendar.
Fixmas, an official Fix-It seasonal event, brought to you by official Fix-It Fun engineers. Fixmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the Fixmas calendar, and those abominations falling from the sky. There is more, but I don't care. In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Fixmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers. It is the worst scoring event ever created by Fix-It, and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have chosen humanity and kittens and puppies, you will have chosen truth and empathy, you will have made me proud.
Alright. Can we reset now? No. Oh well. I haven't done any of the seasonal events in like way too long. I just don't remember how to even trigger them. This is almost done. But yeah, I think I'll fully automate everything, underclocked to be ready, so like 50% capacity or even less, to be ready for the next tier of stuff. I won't progress, and I'll just leave it for doing it on stream. Okay, it's almost done. One more. And it's done. Let's restop these two. If my click decides to work. We check on the concrete. Still not enough. Now it really blends in, and you can tell that this actually goes down, but I'll add walls later on to make it more obvious, otherwise I'll just keep getting confused. Alright, now foundation. There, and there. We customize it as well. And now just check if the space elevator will fit. Yes, it will. So we lock. And I want to see how well it fits. I want it to be perfectly symmetrical. Yeah, I think this will be perfect. Doesn't protrude. And we have the stairs going up to the terminal. But I can't just make it a single staircase, honestly. But nah, it's fine. Now, making sure I haven't forgotten anything. I like to change the skin of. Alright. We are simply waiting for the stuff now. So let's go mess around. In this area, what do we have that might be interesting? I guess I can come grab the crash site. Let's see. Pick it up. Ooh, coach. What's more important? Crash site. Yeah, you're not getting. Let's grab the Mercer Sphere.
Be appropriate.
I think I grabbed all the hog thingies. Alright, then I just toss this away, grab the quartz, and we're going back home. Alright. I do want to grab the crash site, but that can wait. I wouldn't be able to fit everything anyways. Uranium, I think? No, copper. And we're back home. Can I make some tiny amount of room? Technically speaking, I can. So I like how I can't place it on a flat area, but I can somehow place it inside of a wall. Alright. Let's make the space elevator. I know I'm just barely short on concrete, so grabbing these two to give it a tiny bit more time. Is there another one? For a moment I thought there was. $207, that gets us to 391. We need 2.5 minutes. So in 2.5 minutes we can make the space elevator. And then we can like knock out of the way real quick. I'm not going to do this yet. Honestly, it's great. I have the stuff as well. Earlier I grabbed the recipe for the screws and ended up not actually making any use of it, like at all. Which is kinda sad because soon we are going to go to the even better recipe, and that means I'll have even less reason to use it. It saw something glow there like a slug. But the sky looks really cool, so let's go up to make the elevator. Have a look. Okay, 461, almost there. By the time I grab those two, as in the presents, I should have enough. Five, 30 more, come on. We need to open the console. The fat fingered the button too much. The console opens with the button next to the one. In Greek it's called perispomeni. That's what the wiggly line is. It's for when typing Greek if you have a European keyboard. Although it's like a deprecated symbol, like it's not used anymore, it's just from ancient Greek. Anyways, so we go back to here, we take in the amazing view. Then we go up the stairs, pick up our present. I kinda want this too. Didn't mean to enable the flight mode because it's a double tap of the space. It's so easy to do if you are trying to jump through machines, and yeah, you press the button a bit too quickly. No. All the way in the far corner. Cool sky. Time to build the elevator. I forgot. I used up my rods. Okay, picked some more up. Now where were we? Time to build the space elevator. I'll let the autosave finish. Okay. Space elevator. I need to align it properly. So lock. It's not aligned. Now it should be. There. The platform doesn't stick out. Alright. Also, I like how there's this really bright sun in the middle of the night and an aurora effect at the same time. Okay, out of curiosity, I want to see what happens if I try to fire it before it's ready.
Welcome to the project assembly
Okay, I fired it before it finished. Just barely. Does it glitch out? It can't have teleported the elevator itself. And up it goes. I remember it having cooler effects.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Alright. That's all done. Now we'll go down. I will real quick do the milestone here since we have the stuff, might as well, for the jump pads.
Milestone reached.
I could
The
do this
Fix-It
too.
jump pad
This
combines
from a
high
mod.
technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
So we need some cables and reinforced plates. Both very easy to get. So we'll grab some extra concrete. But yeah, we are going to just stop the stream in a moment. Just want to do the code generation very quickly. Alright, getting a bunch of screws too. And need a rotor. Alt for rotor again use copper sheets, so I'll have to maybe go around looking for some alt recipes before improving the factory. I plan to improve the factory, then go set up coal power. But we'll see how that goes. Then making a bunch of these. I'll get the milestone for now just to have it. Because it also gives you some other stuff besides the coal. Also, I need to be able to scan for coal, not that I don't know where it is. I literally picked this location because I know exactly where the coal is. But yeah. Making a mountain of cables just to have for any milestones. Alright. Making a bunch of screws too. And we dismantle this. And we'll check in here. This and this. And this gives us pipes as well. We can scan and we get the water extractor. So all in all, quite the good upgrade.
Milestone reached.
won't-
Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal,
I
which has
don't
been
really
added to
care
the
about
resource
this
scanner.
just yet.
Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a
This
water source.
could be nice.
To assist with locating and identifying water, Fix-It has compiled this
Just for the
guide.
inventory
Water is a somewhat
uh,
reflective liquid and it may
expansion.
have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Alright. So, the stuff I really want to focus on. So, we have inventory slots here, but I don't really care about the tractor. You're better off just using conveyor belts. Because the track station is basically limited by the number of, not number, but the level of your conveyor belts anyways. So just pull conveyor belts instead. And don't bother with tractor that needs fueling and whatnot. Foundry on the other hand, good stuff, definitely worth it. I might have a bunch of the things needed. Yeah, I am already halfway there, so I might as well grab that. This is nice, hand slot, but I just spent all my resources. I want blueprints. I don't really care about until we get to the big blueprints. This is what I care about, but we need the steel production anyways, so that comes first, and then this. I'll get the steel production, then get this, then I'll build a steel production facility. But this is the one I really need to focus on, so we can get the better drills. With better drills, our production will massively double because we are sitting on a ton of pure nodes. The only problem is we won't really have good enough conveyor belts to keep up, because here this is up to 270. It is later in tier 5 where I think it's either 5 or 6 that we get the MK4 conveyors that can actually keep up with the pure node MK2 drills. However, an MK2 drill that is underclocked is better than an MK1 that is overclocked. And 270 per minute is still a lot of a lot of goods to be moving about. And now, when I have some silica, I want to invest in some better walls. So for now, just have this here so I don't accidentally fall off. Because it's quite easy to fall off. But this basically prevents you from walking off. Don't like the clipping though. Anyways, I really like this. I'll just go up. And this is where the factory will be, and we'll expand this way over the ocean later on when we need to use water for stuff, like for alternate recipes and whatnot. Anyways, I've been live for just under 4 hours, so I think that's a pretty good stopping point. And just see you all whenever the next stream happens. I do want to try and stream again soon, maybe even tomorrow. I would be doing a Frontier right now with my girlfriend, but she had to go out, and we've hit a point where we end up just doing a lot of fraud. Not so much because we are grinding for something specific. We've already gotten here a nice set to use, but she both likes road and she still needs to get some stuff from road. She needs to get the longsword true gems, but she also has been using road to skip getting hardcore materials, because I had her level up a weapon to level 50 so we can do unknown together. Anyways, she did manage to get it to level 50. She got the Camillus longsword. Picking up the stuff. So she is ready to fight unknown It's just that still refuses to learn how to parry. So it just gets tossed around all the time. Had to pretty much hard carry her in order to get to where she got on road. I carried her to like floor 20 something. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you all next time, and just join the Discord to keep up with the news, I guess.